My girlfriend suddenly broke up with me. I found out that. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. So a few weeks ago my girlfriend of almost 2 years broke up with me. We were having our rough patches at this time and I was having a lot of emotional problems. I'm a 20-year-old male who has been failing all his classes and has been having so many health problems back to back. It's just been hell the last 3 months being back at school. Well, with that in mind, I still have been drinking and getting drunk with friends. One weekend I told my roommate and close friend that I was going to black out one night just because I had been so stressed about everything happening in my life at this point. Thought it'd be nice to just have one weekend where I don't think about anyone else. We had friends who were constantly calling us saying they were going to be getting raped. One friend was constantly being raped or abused by her roommate when she was drinking, but she excuses it as he's still a great guy. Like one night we called the cops on him because he hit her, and while we were going to help that girl I watched her take a blade and cut her leg 3 times and slam the door on me and she was crying. Anyways, we had been having legit the worst few months at school. My roommate was being accused of rape by some girl who claimed any guy that cared about her raped her. Legit, so many problems just kept piling. I still am not mentally well. But all this crap kept happening, and I would tell my girlfriend at the time about a few things. One week she told me she got extremely overwhelmed by all the problems I was having. She said it was causing her stress. So I decided to stop telling her everything that kept happening. Now back to me blacking out. So that night when I blacked out, I danced with a girl, and when our DD came she kept picking on me and my roommate as she did constantly when we were sober, saying we had small dicks and being an ass to us. I'm blackout drunk, and being my race I started to defend myself about my nether regions. Also, while drunk, this girl would tell me things about my girlfriend, saying she didn't love me or care about me if she wouldn't sleep with me. She was and still is a virgin, and I didn't mind that. But as I kept drinking with these people, things slowly started to get worse. The girl who was being abused by her roommate would get blackout drunk. I'd end up taking care of her and helping her with shit. The girl who was making fun of my dick in the car that night would come over and, according to one of our roommates, was trying to always get with one of the 4 of us in the apartment. Now fast forward a few weeks, I get drunk again. I get drunk with close friends though. I come back to my apartment and I'm drunk but not crazy drunk, so I take more shots of alcohol. At some point, while I was drunk, I hit up a sex worker and asked her to tell me what she thought of my dick. She gave me a rating after I sent her a picture. The same night, the one girl who was being raped by her roommate came knocking on my room door and asking if I knew where someone was. I said in the living room. She couldn't find him because we had so many guests in our apartment that night, so I told her, hey, it's late, how about you stay in my room? So she did. I let her stay in my bed because my room was a mess and I didn't trust her on the floor with all her leg scarring. On top of that, I slept in my bed but put a bunch of blankets and a few pillows between us, and I put on shorts. I woke up in the middle of the night and this girl had my arm around her, and I removed my arm and slept on my bedside table with my blanket pulled on me. I told my girlfriend about the girl staying in my bed and she was very upset with me, and got a few days she stopped talking to me. Fast forward through that week, she and I made up and we spent a night together doing homework. The next morning comes and I don't feel good because I know so much has been going on in our relationship and I may need to just get some help in life from talking to a therapist. So I tell her I'm not feeling well emotionally, physically, just altogether. She tells me if we need to take a break we can. Later on, I am drinking with my friends again. It's homecoming weekend, so we shotgun some beers and I call my best friend and talk to him about some stuff, and after I call my girlfriend cause we both wanted to talk to one another. She starts asking me about some stuff like, do I tell everyone I'm sexually frustrated? Do I tell girls to cuddle with me and say my girlfriend is okay with it? Do I walk around my apartment with my underwear on? Do I tell girls about my dick when I'm drunk? I tell her I never told a girl to cuddle with me and say my girlfriend would be okay with it. As far as being in my underwear, it's my apartment. I wear long underwear and a long t-shirt and walk around cause again I live there. I tell her I have never told anyone I'm sexually frustrated. I tell her I'm not going around talking about my dick to anyone. She tells me we need more than a break. We may be given some time and like a lot of it we can try again, but we'd have to start all over from the beginning. So I hear that. Immediately run to our fridge, shotgun 3 to 5 beers in a span of minutes. I sober up and look at my phone. Realize I had a rough night and learn that these two girls were nice to the one I was taking care of constantly and who slept in my bed the one night, and the girl who had been practically living in our apartment every day and who I would help take care of by giving her food and water and just being nice to call my now ex. Told her all that stuff and sent her the screenshot of me sending a dick pic to that sex worker. It's been like 3 weeks and I miss her and hate myself. I don't know why I'm writing this post. I think I just wanted to share my story and say don't make the same mistake. You will hate yourself and just be feeling so alone. Also, if you're like me, you'll try so hard to see if there's still a chance with her, even after your roommate pretty much keeps telling you you're gonna die alone. Here are some of the best comments from our community. You're drinking a lot. Only you know what your limits are, but being blackout drunk is risky. Someday, you'll be taken advantage of, or may do something you don't remember, that you can never be free of. Think about that. That woman who claims rape and abuse is a liar. Rape victims don't go around lying in other people's beds because they're very careful about their boundaries and don't trust easily. She has feelings for you. It's why she told your GF what she did. Your GF is a nutjob. The things you heard about her and the way she ended it are total non sequiturs. Doesn't look like she wanted to be with you. The questions she asked you are another point. She doesn't trust you and doesn't care. If she did, she'd know better than to trust a woman who accuses another man of rape, only to climb into your bed when you were kind enough to offer her a room to sleep in. She showed you her true colors. Good riddance. Keep a track on your drinking, buddy. You're being taken advantage of due to it too. I feel you'd have had more clarity of thought and would take better and more aware decisions if you were sober. You're a kind chap. Just don't let anyone take you for granted. These women should know you quite well, right? Why would a woman whom you were kind to tell her girlfriend that you roam in whatever you're comfortable with and that she slept in your bed, when you were being kind to her? You didn't waltz into the ladies' washroom nude. That was your room. You treated her with compassion and she went and told your GF about it and caused a breakup. Lovely. And your girlfriend is a lost cause. Think of what you were told about her behavior and now think of what she told you. It's almost like none of these people see any of your positive traits. What exactly do they get out of you then? More importantly, what do they add to your lives? She was amazing. So are you. I'm not saying she felt nothing for you, but she didn't put you first, the way someone madly in love with you would. You had good times with her. She did too. Looks like she grew out of her feelings, and that's good for you because you can now choose who wants to be with you, instead of staying in an unfulfilling relationship. She didn't know what she was getting into? She doesn't drink? She's part of the same social circle. She's a nut job for being flaky and wanted to break up with him, only to go back and forth on it, as if she doesn't know what she wants. And then for immediately buying into the words of a girl who spends time with an abusive ex who she says has assaulted her more than once, comes to this guy's room, joins him in his bed without his permission and then goes and tells her what happened. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.